course, I'm gonna have to wait 3 minutes to see the results myself in the browser, but should be better now. Yeah, looking good. At least from the data that OBS is showing. Right. So, last part of the stream for tonight. I think so far I've been streaming for more than 8 hours already. Pretty much business as usual. Oh hell yeah, that looks way better. Neat. How did I not notice that the past 2 days? Oh, and welcome back, guys. Right on. Yeah, streaming at 6 megabit. I think actually, let me try that. You should be able to do it to stream in 1080p now. Yeah. Actually 1200p since I have a 1200 resolution. Awesome! So, up almost 10 binds for the day, 9.5. Actually almost 10 now, having 120 big blinds here. Right, we do have a hand down here, the ace king queen 3 suited to the ace. Let's try to do some damage with it. He limps, which is the power move. No limping on our watch. Cold call from the button, which is a thing that happened. Not really like it. Don't really like it, I mean. I think that's one for the checking range, probably. We're not blocking crap. The other hand, all of our 2 pair outs are very likely good. Yeah, even that one. Let's not go for the full pot. We don't really mind one of them coming along. Not necessarily both. And if you want. 6s, huh? Didn't expect to sit there at all. Also, I do not want to play heads up. So, taking a note on that guy. Yeah, but you know, I don't mind calling there. Of course, there was a whole bunch of draws you could have picked up. Could have had like a wrap already, now picked up a flush draw. Them as the breaks. Decent splash down here. We're certainly gonna be part of this party, I believe, with this hand. If just somebody is coming over the top here, I think I'm willing to gamble. Not because I lost the other hand, I'm just generally willing to gamble in this spot, I believe. I do have the flush draw, that is the best thing to be said about it. Not gonna do anything but check here. Giving us a gutter to the nuts. It could be worth a bluff pot here. Actually might be. The jack only very rarely gives us the best hand. I mean, it could be. Everybody in the matter checked, so... maybe? That's good. Taking it down with the jack. Well, fair enough. So here I don't really know, to be honest, what the move is. I think I'll let it go and I'll check it out. See, ace 8 deuce 3, I believe. I hope I didn't focus, I think I did. If not, I was in the button, raised the ace 8 3 deuce double suited, and the small blind came over the top, and he seems to be very active. Let's check it out. Button not folding with 2 pair. It shouldn't even be a raise. Okay, but like the 4 deuce would be a raise call, so calling there is probably not entirely horrible. But it should be avoided with the 3 and the deuce in there. He might be good here, actually. No, queens. Just to check out how well it looks. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, this is doable. Also doable is raising here on the button, I believe. The limper, you know, regard as actually not being in there. Or like a blind. C-betting seems to be the way to go here. Neato. Neat. Queen to 9-6, I think it's alright. If not, it's not a huge deal. Top I got a top pair, backdoor flush, a whole bunch of blockers. Thought about leading here. Also be a check raise sometimes, actually. Let's do it. We can turn a lot of stuff still if we're behind. Then maybe we get him to fold. If he puts it all in, it gets kind of iffy, but... I mean, nice. We get a nice hand up here as well this time. It's 6. Let's do it once more. We get a walk with the aces. Of course I'm folding this if he comes over the top, I think. He does not. The initial raiser folds, and that's awesome. So the question is not whether to see, but the question is just about the size. I mean, this is a pretty neat flop. We're gonna get it in here for sure. Yeah, that's all she wrote. One for the good guys, and that was a very ambitious 3-bet there, or a re-raise, not a 3-bet. Nice. I'm actually willing to take this hand to battle here. Against this dude now. I want to play as many hands as I can against Herbert. Ooh, you know, how about that? Flopping the second nuts here. Probably should have let it too. There's a whole bunch of draws I could have. Not just, you know, nuts. Now of course there's queens in there that could potentially beat us. None of them has him though. Open end on blocker for pot sized. I want to take the heat here. I think I let it go. I'd prefer him to remain as short as possible. I do play for a lot of hours, yeah. I enjoy it. I genuinely enjoy it. And tier 2. And reaching tier 3, maybe in a few months, maybe. But in tier 2, I'm happy. So, I mean, if we do have the pair too, I think I'm just gonna go for it here. Might be able to lay down aces or kings, which of course we're blocking. Blocking all the overpairs. Okay, come on, do it! Oof. Breakback percentage would be 75%, but I had a misunderstanding there. I thought I get, the 51% splash pot, and then I get another 75% on the total rake. It turns out that the 75% are 51% you get for the splash. In case you don't know, I'm just explaining it. Might as well for the possibly other viewers. 51% you get with the splash. Hang on. And the remaining 49% I get 75% of those 49%. So yeah, tier 2 is getting 75% of that, and tier 3 is getting 100%. So at tier 3 you're looking at 100% rakeback in total. Of course, with the splash pots it takes a while to even out until you get those 51%. But it's probably true that the better players get a bigger portion of the rakeback, because you tend to take down more pots and lose fewer pots, hopefully. Gonna let this one go. Just suited to the jack, I think that's cool. Okay, betting pot. We do have a flush. I just checked here, by the way. I'm in the big blind. I didn't call or anything. He checks again. I'm just gonna check it again with the 9-high flush. Maybe a 10 could call us, actually. I don't think he has one. Cool. Right, I was wondering about that, and now I might as well ask it now. The way you spell streamer, is that a thing on Twitch? Because I've seen that before, and that, now that you spell it, I have a feeling it's not a typo. So streamer instead of streamer? Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, stuff's gone on all over the place. First of all, here with the aces, we're gonna come over the top. Here we are gonna check, making the nuts now, which is awesome. And here I'm gonna call once, even though it's pot-sized. Not really loving that part. Ooh. Play for it all down here. And he makes the nuts right away. Cool. I'm not sure what the command is there, Adam. I have to check it out in a moment. There is a command for that. And thanks for being so helpful. As always, so I have a streamer, streamer that commented shows my bio, which I should probably change to bio. Yeah, I don't have that one with the streamer. I'll add it. Knowing you, you probably added it by the time this runs past here. I do have the nut flush draw, but that's it. I'm gonna let it go for this bet size. We do have the king blockers, but nah. Yeah, I'll change the exclamation mark streamer to exclamation mark bio. Like a little bit about myself. And add the streamer thing. Seems like a good spot to c-bet, to be honest. Probably don't need to c-bet this one too large. It's gonna have a tough time calling with everything except, you know, queens, kings, which we block. Or a jack. Let's call and we get a pretty nice turn here. So first of all up here, I think I'm gonna check behind. Although with the king it's questionable whether I should. Decided to check down here, mostly for pot control. What do you know? What do you know? On table 2, the blue shirt checks again on a 7 turn. Now the ace river, I'm gonna have to let it go. Actually, yeah, I do. Here we get called, which is pretty sweet. Please don't ask why. What do you mean? But I won't. I'll just take it at face value, Adam, and won't ask. So this, of course, has been an awesome start to the last stream of today. We are now up well over 10 buy-ins, I believe, for the day. Yeah. Almost 12. Like 11 and a half to be almost exact. Nuts. That's pretty nuts. I won't be streaming for that much longer. I'm slowly getting tired, and I made the mistake of streaming too long in the past and losing back a bunch of buy-ins when I really shouldn't have lost them back. I don't mind losing them, you know, due to variance or stuff like that, or just being behind. If it's spots where I should not be in the pot in the first place, then if I can avoid it, that's probably a good thing, right? Speaking about good things, these I'm gonna fold. Out of position, not suited to the king, nah. Better looking for the king or for nothing here. That's not really necessary in pot limit Omaha. You have the power limp under the gun, which never stops to amuse me. Nothing amusing about this flop though. You have the backdoor diamonds, that is pretty much it. The king is interesting. I think I'm gonna go for it. I mean, except for the gutter, I'm not giving up any equity if I get raised. That's a card that makes me want to check call, to be honest. Take it down right away. Decided to come over the top here. It is fairly thin. Woot! LB99! Thanks a lot for the follow. It's very kind. So, stuff's going on all over the place. I'll go back to the 4-table view for a moment. Certainly c-betting here. having 3-bet. And here I'll check on table 1, even though I did come over the top as well, and I shouldn't have really. Now I'm checking behind on table 3 after he called. And fold now. Here I'm gonna check once more. And turn a river ace straight, which is pretty sweet. Did end up taking it down up there. And took it down pre once more on table 1. Get another nice hand, so we get to raise 3 hands in a row. With the ace king 10 5. Beautifully double suited, nice looking hand. In position now for the rest of the hand. Also stuff going on down here. Yeah, I think I like raising a little bit better than calling. And this is, you know, fair. Here we get a tough board. I'm gonna see with that small though, being the 3-better. Let you know what happens on table 3. I take it down on table 3 and here as well. Neat, neat all around. I'll let this one go. Let's check it out. Nice hand on table 4. Hang on, nice hand on table 1. On table 4 I squeeze, facing a open and a call. Here having the king now is really helpful as it blocks the current nuts. Also a pretty helpful board. Let's see SPR here. I think I'll bomb this one. I don't mind if you have to get it in, but I, you know, also don't mind ending the hand right now. Out of position against two dudes. And that'll work just fine, giving us the nuts. And the redraw to the flush, you know. It's pretty awesome. He can't fold, right? So I was distracted for a moment. I think he ended up calling, looking at our stack, right? Yeah. Oh, he had the Jack 10 too, and we had the flush redraw. Wow, that sucks. That's always harsh, you know, losing like that. Man, we're on fire right now. And talking about being on fire, getting the ace queen deuce here. Blind versus blind. Maybe he's not a believer and decides to come over the top. This is an ugly board, but no biggie. Just gonna let this one go down here, I believe. Checking this sounds good to me. Yep. Just checking it down here. Let's check out the pool. 21 entries. There's bound to be one more full table out there, right? No, it's another three-handed one. Not really what I was looking for. Huh. Definitely a thing that makes you go, huh. Okay, disliking that obviously a little bit. Let's see if he lets us know how much I should dislike it. Good, we're good. Or we're splitting. Really? The lowest full house, huh? Oh, one of the lowest. Okay. Kind of snugly played there, but I understand. Yeah, just check it down. And table 3 is filling up. This is quite nice. Jesus Christ. We're getting hit by the deck. All over the place, man. Come on, raise it, Trevor. Certainly gonna c-bet here. I think c-betting small is perfectly fine. Checking is an option there too, but then turns and rivers can get confusing. So he checks. Let's go for it then. It's a pretty decent card to continue bluffing on, all in all. Although it's very well one he could have. And just check it. You know, would make sense to check call on the turn with like a Queen Jack 10 type of hand, something like that. End up taking it down, which is pretty sweet. So we get raised here, and with this raise size, I'm willing to let it go. So often enough, this is a set. There aren't really any draws here. Oh, that'll work just fine. If he comes over the top, we're not folding, but we're gonna be very careful going forward. Yet another nice hand finding its way to our corner of the table. This time in form of the Ace-Queen 9-7 double suited. Not perfectly so, but you know, gift horse and all that. This one we're giving up on. Don't block much except with the 7 a little bit. No backdoors, no flush blockers. Yeah, still. Yeah, it's fine. I'll give up on it. We're now up almost 13 buy-ins for the day. Wow. This is certainly a case of the wowsies. Just checking here if I folded something on autopilot, because it is getting late, but that's perfectly alright. Can't hurt to double check up on yourself. Yeah, I think this is gonna be one of the shorter streams. I think now I'm well past the 9-hour mark for today. So maybe another half hour at most, maybe less. I kinda play it by ear. When I notice I'm getting too tired, I'll let it be. Tomorrow shall be a new day where I'm gonna be streaming all day, as per my schedule. Which, if you want to check it out, is on my on this page, on the web page. Just scroll down a little. Letting this one go as well, completely off suit. Under the gun, doesn't sound good to me. Sounding good to me is, however, the Ace King Queen 8. Again, double suited. Certainly worth a 3-bet here. Hopefully that'll work out for us. Might be drawing that. I think I'll check call. This way we keep bluffs in his range. If I bet any calls, you know, we're very often behind. Not always, but this way you can bluff at it. Besides, you know, value betting. He checks. Thinks better of it. And that means we're good. Check out if he did have that ace of, what was it, diamonds? No. Check 8, 7, 5. So, he had a straight in the end. It was single suited to the, triple suited to the jack and spades. Interesting. Give him a blue shirt for that. Seems to be a little bit careless with his raises there. Raising up to king, king, queen, 7 here. Certainly c-betting. We do have the king of hearts, which might have to put some work in later. So I have a whole bunch of blockers. I could fold it. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can get fancy on various turns. Or rivers for that matter. This one does give us like proper outs. But against this bet sizing, I'll let it go. Would have been a bunch of turns that I would have led. Like a jack, jack, king, queen, heart. All those turns I would have led there probably. And then continue that story until the end. Fair enough. Queens on the blue shirt table, but weak ones, and against the cutoff raise, I'm gonna let him go in the small blind. I can't really come off over the top. And to my surprise, I'll look it up again, but to my surprise, this is an open here, even with the 5 in there. I wouldn't have thought so. And it is an open call, so it is a raise call because of the Jack-10 combination, I believe. Let's check it out if I'm off here. It's possible. We're on the cutoff, right? We have double suited 10s with a jack and a 5. Yep, that's perfect. All the jacks, like jack 3, is a raise call here. Hey, good on me for remembering one right. Doesn't yet happen all the time, or even nearly all the time. One of the buttons, same story here. Certainly raising and very likely calling, even though we're triple suited. That is fine. Let's make sure that it is a raise call. Always curious about this stuff. Yeah, it is exactly that. Even triple suited. Nice, 2 for 2. Nothing noteworthy going on right now. These are checks or folds. Nothing changes on this board for us. Not gonna try anything. Yeah, he was the check raiser from earlier. Due to check the set twice in a 3-way pot. Pick up a gutter. Also now the 8 is a blocker. go for this one. It's a small pot, but those add up. Neato. No set this time for Marcus here. I feel it's bad form to say anything after you take down a pot. I have no idea. I think it has to be a fold. We can't really come over the top here. Let's also check that out. I'm not confused about what to do with this hand. The ace, ace, jack deuce suited in spades to the ace. Of course we would have flopped the world here, but that, you know, never matters. What matters is that we at least believe that we made the right fold. If we find out afterwards that we should have been in there, then, you know, that is fair as well. So I'm blocking king jack, I'm blocking ace king. By having, you know, a jack and an ace, I have a gutter. I'm certainly gonna continue here, I think. Not a great river. He checks and we might be good. Might have a draw here. So he had the jack 10 and he somehow took this one down. He made a set, I assume. Didn't have a flush, right? Yeah, he had a set on the flop. Set on an open ender and he didn't come over the top. Interesting. Also interesting is this one, and I think I'm gonna bet this one pretty big. Soon if anyone calls here, I'm pretty much done with the hand, I believe. So let's check out that, what was it? Ace 6 deuce deuce. Small blind versus cutoff. Double suited. Yeah, it's perfectly alright to fold there. Neato. Came over the top here against a min raise. An ever so entertaining min raise. This dude was pretty call happy, but he might find a fold on this board. We're blocking top set, of course. Neat again. This dude is very deep in the tank. I'm not really sure why. Maybe he disconnect. Yeah, something like that. Get a call here, and that means I'm done with the hand. I think. I mean, there's a bunch of draws he might have. Like a low straight draw, but we're blocking these with having the 3. Let's check in position. Now, of course, we are behind ace jack as well. Definitely against aces. You won the minimum there, my friend. Fair enough. But I mean, it's not like he would have gotten called by us, I believe, for pretty much any bet size there. Also, he called the flop pretty quickly, which might have been a mistake. Like, generally speaking, I think tanking a little is helpful. I'm gonna call this against the blue shoot. I have no idea where he's at. Okay. Fair enough. Not like we folded a great hand there. Decent hand down here though. Queen jack 10 10. But I need draws being on the board. I'm gonna c-bet this, hoping to take it down, otherwise I'm done. Neat. There's queen 6-6 on the button. That was the aces dude from earlier, by the way. Not checking this time, huh? Fair enough. This is certainly an interesting one, giving us a nearly complete wrap. Backdoor flush draw. No pair though. Which is always good for morale if you flop this sort of hand with a pair. Now with the flush draws coming in. I am not folding against Greg here. I think I'll try to go for it. Actually, no. There's too many draws that didn't come in, and it's a easy call down with a lot of hands. Jacks might have been in trouble there. You have a straight? Yeah, that's straight. Yeah, fair enough. He wouldn't never folded that one, I believe. Yeah, that went alright. Here, if anyone bets, I would actually go for the check raise, just to mix it up. I'm basically saying I have 5-6 here, I believe, or quads. But I'm not trying to sell quads. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying your ace-6 is no good, should you have it. And with the speed he folded again, I doubt he did. I think that was pretty cool. The idiot end of the straight, as it I have it heard. I heard it being called on high stakes poker. Okay, let's be the idiot then. Just a little. Hang on, stuff's going on. Namely, we have the aces and there's a raise and a re-raise in front of us. Now all the hearts materialized on here and we might be good. Here we potted. With this SPR, he has the jack, and that is fair. Never checking here and playing guessing games on a turn. No, you might have the jack. He does not. Neat. Neat all around. He leaves the table though, which is unfortunate because I am not playing heads up, as most of you on this channel already know. I suck at heads up is the reason why I don't. Yeah, and you know, if you're dwindling down to 2 tables now, I believe. Oh. Gonna bet this. Neat. Get aces down here. Yeah, I think it might be a good point in time to end the stream any moment. I'm gonna host the fan when I'm done, if he's still on. He's a high stakes, no limit player and always fun to watch. He's mixing it up something fierce at the no limit 500 and 200 tables on Run It Once. And a good bloke. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check out how we are finishing the day. I have a feeling it'll make me happy. And will it ever? 10, 12, almost 13 buy-ins, like 12.6 buy-ins. That is a good day at the micros. Very nice. Not the droids we're looking for at all. I'm gonna c-bet. You know what, he was pretty foldy earlier. And the big blind, he can have all sorts of stuff there. I'm not gonna go overboard. Just gonna check it and give up. It's worth a shot. Although frankly, it's not really the board for it. I'm not blocking anything. So it was worth a shot, but it was a rather optimistic shot. Not so much optimism needed here with the ace king 9-6 suited to the ace on the button. That is perfectly alright. And everybody else agrees. That leaves us 2 hands to play for tonight. And by now I've streamed almost 10 hours for the day. I think it's time for a break. In the meantime, before the stream ends, already I want to thank everybody for watching. It's very kind of you to keep me company this late at night. Appreciate it immensely. And in case you want to know when I come online, want to get notified by Twitch, consider following the channel. If that's not your thing, I completely understand, and that's cool. If you want, you can check back in, check out the schedule and check back in whenever you want. With me streaming every day, or nearly every day, for 8 hours or more, chances are I'll be around. I also announce my streams on Twitter if you want, but yeah, and that's that. That is the last hand. Unless somebody sits out and we get to save the big blind, only post a small. Never know. Might get a discount. Right. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. My name is NutRaisin. For now, I'm folding. I'll be hosting the fan after this, and